Hi guys, my name's Aaron Wright, you know me as Azza, and welcome to a video hosted by me. It's hard to believe this, but I've owned my 2001 Volkswagen New Beetle for about 3 months now. Best purchase I've ever made. Best $3,500 I'll ever make. Because over the last 3 months I've owned this car. What does this car cost me in terms of maintenance? Nothing. This car, believe it or not, has basically costed me nothing in terms of maintenance. Other than topping up the oil, because the oil warning light came on, and I just had to top it up. Other than that, nothing. This car's been reliable as your everyday Japanese car. So I thought I'd just take another look at it, show you what I actually need to do to it in order to get it back up to spec, and show you what I'm planning to do with it. Let's get into it. These tyres, they're not quite legal. Just by looking at the front tyres, I don't know how they managed to pass its warrant of fitness. They're not quite legal in terms of the wear department. These front tyres definitely need changing. This one's in a lot better condition though, but these front tyres, yeah, they've seen better days, as you can tell due to the eaten up rims. One thing I don't like about these tyres on this car is the fact that these are 17-inch low profile tyres. And anything to do with low profile tyres means that they may be great for cornering and handling, however they suck at everyday usage. Which is why I hope I can replace these with standard road tyres, but I can't with this particular car because, well, the guy warned me about the tyre, and if they're too thick they'll rub against the housing of the mudguard there. So the only way I can solve that problem is to go back to its original size, which are 16-inch road tyres, and go back to standard economy tyres. However, that requires money, which I don't have, so I'm probably just going to have to replace these front tyres with brand new ones. And because this car is front wheel drive, the back tyres, well, they are in a lot better condition than the front tyres. And you'd be quite surprised at how well this car handles being front wheel drive. Hence why the front tyres are definitely past their best by date. I don't know if you could see it, but the brake rotors are warped. Because every time I come to a stop, the car does this. Like pulses. That's not good, especially when you need brakes. So I don't know if it's all four brake rotors that are warped, or whether it's just the front brake rotors, or whether they just need resurfacing, but they need dealing to in the not so distant future. Due to the age of this car and the fact it's from 2001, if we go under the engine compartment, why is it always so difficult to open up the freaking engine one-handed? Anyhow, but yeah, due to the age of the vehicle, all the coolant hoses, I've been told, I've been recommended to replace all the coolant hoses in this car due to the age of the vehicle, because it's 22 years old, and the guy said to me, your coolant hoses could fail anytime soon, and you don't want that. So he advised me to replace them as soon as possible on this car, so I don't get any problems with this car. But overall, if you look at the engine compartment, it's actually in really good condition. And finally, while I'm under here, the last thing I need to do to this car is that sucker there. That. Replace the cam belt and the water pump. That's going to be the biggest job on this car, and it's going to be the most expensive, between 800 and 2 grand to replace. However, that's what happens when you get a second-hand car. And great, the next door neighbour's chickens are now roosting. Trying to make a video here, people. But going back to my car, it's in really good condition. Externally, apart from that, down there, and we turn around, yeah, the rims are, like I said, they're scratched up. Little bit of rust on the top of the hood, and the roof's faded quite badly. Again, me being OCD about my car, look at that. Faded emblem, more fade, scratched up rims. That doesn't look right. Apart from that, it's in really good condition for its age. These are pretty much the only things I need doing to this car. Hence why I thought I'd give you a 3-month update on what this car's been like to own. I love seeing that. That is so freaking cool. But I still can't believe I own my dream car, for God's sake. But looking at that emblem and looking at this emblem reminds me of what I have done. But anyhow, 115,436 kilometres. I have put about 3,000 kilometres on this car since I bought it. And in the 3,000 kilometres I've owned this car has been perfect. I love the fact that I've gone from the stock radio to a Pioneer Bluetooth radio. So let me just turn on the car for a second. I still love the fact that I literally do this. Boom. The ignition. That comes on. Like I said, really nice condition for its age. Of course, there are a few things that I want to talk about. I did that because I attempted to put a cup holder on the vent and I broke one of the tabs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all 4 vents with those vents that you can just push open and close. These are the vents that are on my brother's car. And I want these vents on this car because they look cool. And I want simple. And like I said, this car's mine. So I choose what I want to do to this car. And well, my own fault there. But still blows freezing cold air, AC. It's really nice in the winter when it's nice and warm. All the buttons work. It's just, you guys have no idea how reliable these cars can be. Because I saw a 1998 Volkswagen Golf sitting in the car park off my work the other day. And I basically said to my mate, well, my car is basically a 1998 Volkswagen Golf with a different body style attached to it. Now, one thing I am pissed off about, my glove box is fucked. It's fucked. But, I will fix this. I want this fixed. I need a functioning glove box. And thanks to the person recommending me to go out and buy some metal handles, because I want a functioning door handle again. This one works, but that one doesn't. So, yeah. There are a few more things I want to do to this car, cosmetically. I want to turn this into a miniature replica New Beetle RSI. I want to get a spoiler from a New Beetle RSI or a New Beetle Cup car, paint it green, attach it to the car. I then want to black out the rims. I then want to get the roof spoilers from the RSI and attach them to this car. Basically turning it into a miniature replica RSI. Why? Because I reckon that will look cool. Because it's my car and I choose what I want to do to this car. And you'd be quite surprised over the last 3 months how well this car has held up. Just because it's a Volkswagen does not mean it's going to shit all over me in the first year of ownership. Because like any other car in existence, if you look after it, it will look after you. So that concludes my 3-month update video on my Volkswagen New Beetle 2.0. And I hope that you guys like this video enough to like this video, comment down there below, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one in the not so distant future, hosted by me, yours truly. Because what you don't realize about me is I am a long-term car enthusiast. I have been a car enthusiast since I was 6 years old. I've always had my mind set on this particular car, the Volkswagen New Beetle. And now that I have my dream car, now that I get to do what I want to do to it, I'm going to make it my own. Oh my god, I can't wait to see how this thing looks when it is done up. But until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. My name's Aaron Wright. You know me as Azza. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.